I guess, yeah. So they told me that I was surprising the fan of the year, and when I went down to the stadium to tell the fan of the year that he won fan of the year, he then turned to me and said, I also have a surprise for you. You are our Walter Payton Man of the Year. And I was in complete shock. I'm usually really good with surprises and figuring it out because I hate surprises. But they definitely like caught me at a vulnerable state for sure.
That was a few weeks ago, so you had to sit on it until now?
I had to sit on it. Yeah, I had to sit on it a little bit.
What does that mean?
But you know me, it means everything. It's probably, honestly, it's probably the biggest achievement that I've ever received, you know, because I really live my life on being the best person I could possibly be. You know, like I know that I'm far and from perfect, but I try to treat people right. Like sometimes I'm wrong, but I try to be as open and vulnerable as possible so people could relate and feel my true self. And it's just happy to be acknowledged for just being me, you know, because like I'm getting recognition for just being it myself. Like that's just me. Like I'm a people person. I love like helping people, and I love being, you know, in a community. I like being places where people might not always like be like, wow, like Dion's here, like places and like that, like where I could just be me and be free and just take it to a different level. Like, look, I'm as normal as you, and I'm here because I care, you know, and simple things and like that. Yeah.
What does it mean to you to kind of have the platform now that you do to be able to help the way that you do, especially since the stop shooting and things like that? Your helping goes before that, but what you've been able to do since then.
I think that the biggest part of it is for the youth and the kids that kind of like look up to me and use me like as like a mentor. Like they can see that it can and be done, and hopefully like they could use and copy my recipe, and honestly just, you know, adapt the things that I've learned from the older guys like Kyle Williams and Lorenzo and the guys that came before me, and they could take a piece of now that I have, and they could adopt it and adapt it into their self, so it could just be a growing thing, and they could, you know, shoot for the stars as I try to.
How would you say you're coming along in your recovery?
Pretty good. You know, I'm walking around. I don't have a boot on. I'm practicing, so you know, it's a beautiful feeling.
Obviously, nobody likes missing games. So
At all.
what's it like when you've got to watch, you know, from the sideline, and how eager are you to get back out there?
You know, like this was the first game that I missed because of an injury. You know, like I missed games the previous season because of the pandemic, like with the COVID, but that's uncontrollable. You know, so with missing time for an injury, it was a culture shock for real. It was different, but I'm blessed. I truly am. You know, like and my injury, like it was a high ankle sprain, and I was supposed to be like sitting out for 3 hard weeks, and I'm practicing in 9 days or 10 days. So I can't be nothing more but and thankful like for my trainers and everybody like in that training room that has helped me get to the position that I am at now, which is, you know, a step closer.
I know you may not know the answer to this or may not want to say the answer, but do you think there's a chance you might be able to play this week as you come back?
Shoot, I wish I could answer that, but you know that is out of my pay grade. But I'm pushing towards helping my team in any way, whether it's me on the sideline or me on the football field. I'm working to get myself ready to and protect Josh.
It says a huge part of this game is ability to bounce back from bad things. Why is this team so good at it?
Well, that's a great question. Well, I think simply it's because you have guys that truly care about one another. You know, like in our locker room and this, like on this team, you have a bunch of guys that organically care about the guy next to him.